Welcome to another exciting edition of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And to anyone new that stumbled across this, just to let you know, I'm Papergoy, and I've got over 40,000 items listed on eBay and Amazon, primarily paper.
I'm Mr. Magazine with 500,000 items on eBay and Amazon, 15 employees, and a warehouse.
So today we're talking about, it looks like a lot of loose change behind us. Hey, that's more than you've paid me for my work this past year.
And you're still overpaid.
Wow. So we're going to talk about offers. And this came up because of a recent sale that I did. We've got a video posting, if it hasn't posted already, about our attitude towards sales. And I recently did a sale during stimulus week offering 21% off. And I do offer on most of my items free shipping. I forget when that started, 2016, 2017, something rather like that. I had free shipping as well. Works out well for me. Most people it would not work for, they don't want to deal with that, which is absolutely fine. But I bring that up because it is amazing how many items I had that I'm asking $40 on. 21% off, so I'm essentially asking just a touch under $32. So I'm offering $32 on it with free shipping. Mm-hmm. And people will offer me $10 on it. And this happened multiple times. And this was not by people that I would expect it to be from. Who would you expect to make that kind of offer?
Like a newbie.
Right, yeah. Exactly. You know, if I went on and I saw you had 0 positives or 1 positive, something other like that, okay, I understand you don't quite understand how this all works. These were people with 3,500 positives, 5,200 positives, 10,000 positives, which makes me think that it must work. I was busy that week. Sales were good that week. I was sending a lot of things out, and I have a lot of other things going on. So the last thing that I have to do, that I want to do, is to sit there and counter or even be dealing with a $10 offer. Because let's break this down real quick. If my shipping is $4 to $5 on the item, and I think it's worth $40, in my head, right or wrong, I'm asking $35 plus $5 shipping. Mm-hmm. You're offering me $10, which means you're offering me $5 plus $5 shipping. In other words, you're offering me $5 on a $35 item. That's 1/7. That's 14% of price. Now, maybe you're looking at it differently. Maybe you're looking at it, though, you're offering me $10 on a $32 item, which is a third of price, which still is awfully low.
Right.
But I'm coming at it from the viewpoint that I've got to pay the shipping out of it as well. Mm-hmm. I'm not accepting a $10 offer on a $40 item or a $5 offer on a $35 item. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. My items are better than that. And I literally will make no money when everything is said and done.
Right.
So given that I was busy and not always in the best of moods when I sell these offers, what do you think I did to these people that made these outrageous offers?
I know what I would do. I would ban them.
And that's exactly what I did. You know what happened on multiple occasions?
What's that?
I got an email from them.
Oh.
Which nice. I guess they were able to message me somehow. Maybe I know. I guess if they've contacted me before, I guess they can still message you after you ban them. Mm-hmm. And basically, why did you ban me? I'm interested in your item. Mm-hmm. I'll pay your price on it.
Wow.
Both times.
Wow.
I unbanned the person. I said, "Oh, sorry about that. You're set now." And both times they paid my asking price. So they paid $35 or $34 or whatever it was on it. Which got me thinking.
You should play poker?
He totally threw me off my game there. It's wonderful. Obviously, these are unscripted shows. No, it got me thinking that they must be haggling. That must be what they're doing, that they're saying, this guy's asking $35 on it, $32 on it. I'll offer 10. He'll come back at 30. I'll come back at 15. Right. He'll come back at 25. And I'll end up getting it at 18 to 20. Yet all the time they were willing to pay $32 on it or $35 on it. I don't have time for that. Right. And I know at some point we've talked about it, and we're going to do a video at some point about negotiating and haggling, because you and I have not completely, but we have different mentalities about it. I tend not to do it. Mm-hmm. And if I do it, that's only because your price isn't quite right. And by that I mean, and I know I've told the story before about, well, I don't know if it's true or not, but about somebody that somebody that we both know told us about somebody else that we both know that they saw a postcard at a garage sale with the Titanic on it, with a postmark of the Titanic on it, a couple of $100 postcard, and the person wanted $1 on it, and they said, "Would you take 50 cents?" I mean, it's wonderful to say 50 cents. That being said, I'll just pay the $1. And that brings up another.
Well, I got to interrupt because if that's me, and I'm in a bad mood and I have this postcard, I might end up just tearing it up in front of them. Like, I do stuff like that. Like, I don't even care. What are you tearing up, $1? In your head, if you think it's only worth $1, and you're having a bad day, I would tear that up. So you got to watch out for that.
Well, and that brings into a story I was going to tell. Another mutual friend of ours was at a flea market, and they were out at the flea market, and they had an item, and somebody came up to their table, and I may have told the story before, if so, I apologize. I'm getting old and ramble. They said, "Can I take a look at the item?" "Oh, sure." So my friend showed him the item. "What do you want on this?" "Oh, $100. "You want $100 on this? It's got a bad corner over here. It's missing a piece over there. It's got a crease over here. $100, that's outrageous." So my friend said, "Okay," and took it away from him. And the guy goes, "What are you doing?" "I was looking at it." And my friend said, "Yeah, I can't in good conscience sell it to you. It's in such bad shape. It's missing the corner, it's crease. It's so bad that I can't possibly sell it to you because you wouldn't be happy with it." The guy goes, "Well, I'll give you the $100. My friend said, "No, it's not for sale to you." And put it away and turned back to setting his table up.
I like that guy.
So there are, well, let me ask you this. You get a fair amount of lowball offers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you often see when people make you a lowball offer? What little note do they put in there?
Based on current market value or something like that. So,
well, there's that one. But go ahead. You were going to say
what
something
else
about
the
that.
other one?
The other one is, "I don't mean to be offensive, but I don't mean to offend you, but
right. Hope it's not too low." You get all some type of blurbage in there, and
I don't mean to offend you, but I'll give you $10 on that $40 item.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Guess what? You've offended me.
Exactly. Right.
Guess what? I'm not going to deal with it.
Well, would they go in Walmart and if there's a TV for $100, offer them $10 or $20? I mean, you wouldn't do it there. So respect our business as well as any other.
And again, I've got no problem with somebody trying to get a deal. I completely do understand that. And again, I don't tend to do that very often. I try to get deals, of course,
right.
But I don't try to lowball anybody. And that's part of my market plan, I guess you would say. Right. I get a lot of repeat business selling to me. A lot of people selling to me regularly from the flea markets and all that kind of thing, because they know that when I come there, I'm going to pay them a fair price. I'm going to pay them their price. And on the rare occasion that I do not pay them their price, they come down to my price, because if 99 times out of 100 I pay exactly what they want, this time I'm saying no, maybe they overvalued it.
Yeah.
But to come in and make the crazy offer. Now I did hear, I was watching a Pure Hustle podcast, friend of the channel, and they did a video where they mentioned about, they had something or other, Orlando, I think it was, had something that he put up, and he put it up for a dollar amount, and I forget what it was, $80, something or other, like it was $125, I think he put it up for.
Right.
He had done his research and said, well, I can't really find anything exactly like this. Put it up for $125. Woke up the next day to like a $90 offer. Now, would you take that or not take that?
If it's in auction, I don't like taking it. If it's
it was in a store.
If it's in my store, I would probably take that. But it also depends. Did I just list? You just listed it.
He listed it,
overnight?
The day before, and he paid like $1 for it, something like that. He picked it up for a couple of dollars.
Sell it then.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did. And his logic was, I've gone and listed this item. I've done my research. I'm not positive about the price, but I think it's worth around this.
Yeah.
If it were worth $1,000, they're going to buy it outright for $125. They're not going to make me the $80 offer.
Exactly.
But that's not entirely true. I know you've had some situations before where you've mispriced things.
Oh, yeah.
And people have come in with offers on things. You were giving it away for a fraction of value, and they're trying to get it even cheaper. Do you recall any of those offers?
Yeah, there's times with, like, I'd have a magazine up there, say it's $50, and, they're going to offer me 10 or 20, and then or say 2 or 3 people, that's where you really know something's up with it. And then I'll research, like, wow, there's a $100 one, then you end it, you decline it, end it, relist it, or revise it.
Yeah, I know a couple of times you said that to me. You said, boy, this was mislisted. It's it's a $125 magazine.
Yeah.
I had it up at 50.
they're
And
still
people were
making
offering
low
me
offers.
$20 on it.
Right,
And again, if they had offered you 40 on it, you might have accepted it.
Well, how about the time when I mislisted those? I relisted them for $5. Those
Oh, the goal line, yep.
the signed football postcards. I relisted a bunch of stuff by mistake, and this guy bought 5 or 6, which he must have needed. But I still had 20 more of them signed by Hall of Fame football players. Some were deceased; they were probably worth $30 to $50, and he chose not to buy those, which was better for me because I was able to end them all and revise them. But still, people are weird sometimes, I guess.
So I guess this is one time when it comes to offers, dependent upon my mood. I generally am in a decent enough mood, but I'm also fairly busy. And I realize you're supposed to always be business, never personal. And I'm not necessarily taking it personal, but I do. I guess maybe I do. I do take it personal that you want to waste my time and your time. And the absolute classic was when I had the pulp magazine that I had listed at $900 and some dollars. I ended up selling it for $600. Somebody offered me $10 on it.
Well, I think this happened to me before, but I think people make mistakes. And I had an Emmitt Smith signed baseball years ago. I was collected Emmitt Smith. I had 2 of them for whatever reason. And I put one up, and I think it was 50 or 80 or 100, but it was up there. And I'm just going through my offers, and everything seems reasonable. I'm just collecting, accepting every offer because they're all fair. I might have been distracted talking to someone, and I accepted that one by mistake. It was like $30 or something like that. It was like under half. My fault, but that can happen. So maybe they think, if I, especially a bigger dealer, you're busy, I'm going to give you a lowball offer. Maybe you'll accept it by mistake. I mean, that's a possibility too.
Which raises another question I've thought about. Now, you and I are stand-up dealers. We're going to accept it. If we accepted the offer, we're going to send it out. I'm sorry, that's just the way that it is, unfortunately. But how many dealers out there that if you've got something up for $250, and I offer you $22, and you quickly accept it because you think I'm offering $220,
right,
are going to actually send the item out?
Oh, I bet 95% of them won't do it. Yeah.
So that's the other side of it. And then you get all angry because you accepted my $22 offer.
It was a binding contract. Yeah.
Which technically, or not even technically, it truly is.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean necessarily people are going to follow through on their side as well.
Right.
So it just ends up generating a lot of bad blood, bad feelings, and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
To anybody out there wanting to make an offer to me, by all means, I do accept any reasonable offer. Do realize that I do have free shipping on many of the items.
Right.
And one of the big things that I always do, as we know, is whatever my sense is when I listed it. I am much more willing to take a $5 offer on a $20 item if I listed it in 2008. It's been 13 years. Yeah. I forgot about it. It's
no
sitting
one wants
there.
it. One person out of 10 years.
You're the person who wants it. Make me the $5 offer. I'll send it on out to you. You're happy because you get it inexpensive.
Yeah.
I'm happy because it's gone and I don't have to keep tripping over it. Works out really well. I listed it yesterday at $5 with free shipping. I'm not accepting that offer. I'm just not doing so. And I don't like to play the haggle game. I really don't. Let's just make me a fair offer. I'll accept it. I'm not going to come back on you. In other words, if I've got $30 on it and you offer me 22 on it, I'm not going to come back at 28 and you come back at 20. I'll take the 22 if it's a fair offer to me. I've got better things to do to argue back and forth over a dollar or two. I really do. So hopefully that helps you a little bit out there when you are making offers. Not that it's your job to know the seller's cost structure, not that it's your job to do anything but try to get the best deal that you can. But everybody's busy, and it's annoying when you offer a $5 on a $25 item. And I have sent things to people before where I've said, an example like that, I want $36, you offer me $5. I send it back to you at $35. I've done it before where I've said, oh, you must have been really fast. You forgot to put the 3 in front of the 5. I'm sure you meant to offer 35, which I would accept. And then, of course, they don't like that either.
See, that doesn't bother me if you're getting one person making one offer because you can just delete it. It takes a second. What really bothers me is one person making 50 or 100 offers, $3, $4, $5, on $20, $30, $40. It's like, now I have to go in. I don't think I can end in bulk. I got to click them all. So that takes me 10, 20 minutes. You just wasted, and then you get the instant ban on that one. There's no coming back from that.
So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight from the dealer's side. We are busy. And I know that I could put up the auto decline, One of the reasons I don't do that, well, number one, I might forget to change it as I'm listing different items,
Right.
Especially because I list everything at auction first, and then I
Right.
put it into the store. So I'd have to go through each item and do
Yeah,
auto
I'm the same.
declined
Yeah,
individually. So
exactly.
that's not worth the time to do. And secondly, maybe today I wouldn't take a $20 offer on that $30 item. But 2 years from now, I might.
Right.
4 years from now, I definitely would.
Yep.
And I don't have time to sit there and, let me go through my oldest listings. Let me change my auto decline number on it. I don't have time to do all of that. So I'm open to the offers, but I'm not going to accept a really, really low offer. And if I'm having a bad day, I'm sorry. So hopefully that helps you some, gives you a little bit of insight into both how buyers and sellers tend to think about the, offers. And hopefully you like hit the like button, mention comments down below. We definitely do answer every comment that's posted. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. We'll see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.